since it is with your thinking which creates mental images that draw circumstances to yourself and also causes you to do whatever, whenever, wherever, and to whomever. Understand that. Man, woman, is made or unmade in but one way, which is in their own mind, by use of their imagination. That's the truth of your being. Even in Proverbs, 23rd chapter, 7th verse, is the following. Although I added the words she. Remember, the Bible is very, very chauvinistic because it was written by men. Very chauvinistic. However, here's what I have to say about you, whether you are a male or a female. For as he, I put she, thinketh in her heart, so is he, she. And I put below that, for as he, she imagines in her imagination and believes, so does he and she become. And that is the truth of your being. No matter how much you deny it, and a good portion of you will deny that, as I did when I first came across the book. 3 magic words. I denied it. I just refused to accept it until I started really paying close attention to my thought processes and what I was imagining. And I began to understand fully how my mind operated and how I, by use of my thoughts, which created mental images, where I created all of my reality, all of it. Your concept of yourself at any given moment will always determine what you will experience during that moment. And your concept is that which you imagine yourself, others, and conditions to be at any moment. You and another can be standing side by side, wherever, and see a certain whatever. And I can assure you that you and that person will not see the same whatever. What you and the other person will see will be your concept of whatever. And your concept of whatever is based on your concept of yourself. What you believe to be true, which is painted upon everyone and everything that you see. And your belief system will never ever be identical to another person's. I don't care if you are Siamese twins. Your thoughts will never be exactly the same as another person's. And that's why your world that you experience will never be the same as another's. Or they'll be similar. Why? Because you are a human being. You don't experience the world that animals experience. You experience the world that humans experience. A collective world of human beings, collective consciousness, and you are part and parcel of that collective consciousness. That's why you see a common world, but never exactly the same world. Imagination, sooner or later, begets the event. I just proved that with this water. I think it. Sooner or later, if I will myself to do it, I'm going to pick that glass up. And I just now did. I picked it up. I'm going to drink it. That's true with anything that you do. You imagine the event. Something as simple as going to school, going to the university, going to work, going to the market, going to the bathroom, making love to your mate, doing whatever. First, you imagine it. And sooner or later, that imagined event begets the physical event. And that's the way your mind works. In Matthew 6:6, and I am not a preacher by no means, but I read the Bible quite a bit. I also read the Quran, I read the Bhagavad Gita. And in Matthew 6:6, here's what Jesus supposedly had to say about your mind. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret, and the Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Now, when I was living in California, I actually would meditate inside of a closet. Not because of that statement, but I chose a closet and I soundproofed it so that it would cut off all of the extraneous noises. But what that statement is referring to is the following, which I typed up. But thou, when thou prayest, stop thinking about anything else and imagine into your consciousness, which seeth in secret, that which you desire to experience or desire for another to experience. And your consciousness, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly, such that you and others will see that happen. That's how your mind works. Your consciousness, that's the God in you. Your consciousness is non-definable. Your consciousness has no form. Your consciousness is invisible. That's the real you. The invisible you. And due to that invisible you, which is your consciousness, it causes what you imagine to become actually seen in a physical world that it too has created, because it, your consciousness, is part and parcel of absolute consciousness, which I call